Why do so many older adults, even those who were sharp and thriving just a few years ago, seem to fade after 80? Most people blame genetics or luck, but that's only part of the story. In this video, we're diving into 5 unexpected, often overlooked reasons why many struggle to stay healthy or live long past 80. These aren't the usual suspects like diet, smoking, or exercise. They're subtler, deeper factors that slip through the cracks, even for those who've lived carefully. The good news? Once you know them, you can act. If you've ever wondered what really hinders longevity after 80 and how to protect your vitality, stick with me. These 5 reasons might change how you think about aging. Let's get started. Number 1. Loss of microsocial engagement. One of the sneakiest reasons many don't thrive past 80 is the quiet disappearance of microsocial engagement. These aren't deep friendships or family gatherings. Those matter too. But the small, everyday interactions that once filled your life. Think of saying hi to the mail carrier, joking with a cashier, or nodding to a neighbor walking their dog. These moments weren't just nice. They supported your mental and physical health, regulating your nervous system, reinforcing belonging, and keeping your brain's social circuits sharp. After 80, these interactions often fade. You might stop running errands, opting for online orders or family help. Hearing loss or unsteady joints might make chatting with strangers harder, or you skip walks because it's too cold. As these small touchpoints vanish, so does vitality. Most don't notice. They think they're simplifying life, but they're cutting out social stimulation that boosts brain function, lifts mood, and tells the body it's still part of the world. I've seen people in their 80s stay sharp just by keeping these rituals. One man walked to the same cafe daily, greeted the staff, and nodded to regulars. That short routine gave his day structure, made him feel seen, and kept him engaged. Without these micro-interactions, the brain treats subtle isolation as stress, altering hormones, increasing inflammation, and weakening immunity. It also shrinks brain networks tied to memory and focus, making you feel older faster. If you've pulled back from casual chats, errands, or community presence, it's time to reverse that. Those fleeting connections, even the forgettable ones, are like medicine for your mind and body. They remind your brain you're still relevant, still connected, and that's a powerful way to stay vibrant well into your later years. Number 2. Overcautious inactivity. Another hidden factor shortening lives after 80 is excessive caution, often mistaken for wisdom. It starts with good intentions. Maybe you tripped once or felt unsteady, so you cut back on walking. You avoid bending for low shelves or climbing into cars. You sit more, and others encourage it. Don't push it. Take it easy. Soon, your life feels safer but sedentary. Here's the truth. Stopping movement doesn't preserve strength, it erodes it. This affects not just muscles but coordination and balance. Your body thrives on use, like a garden needing care. When activity slows, things weaken, especially your core muscles, which support standing, walking, and lifting. If unused, even briefly, they shrink, harming balance and deepening the cycle of inactivity. I knew Walter, 82, who stopped evening walks after slipping on a wet sidewalk. No injuries, just a scare. But he went from walking a mile daily to watching TV most nights. Within months, he'd lost muscle, his legs felt weak, and his health declined. Walter didn't stop because he was weak. He became weak because he stopped. Don't ignore risks, but manage them smartly. Use handrails or sturdy shoes, or try a cane. There's a difference between caution and avoidance. When fear controls movement, your body forgets how to move. If you're doing less because you're scared, not incapable, ask, am I protecting myself or retreating? Longevity after 80 isn't just about avoiding falls. It's about moving, even slowly or carefully. Movement keeps your body needed, your brain alert, and your heart purposeful. If this resonates, comment Number 2 below. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell to stay updated. Your support keeps us creating content to inspire you. Let's move on. Number 3. Disrupted sleep cycles. From irregular light exposure, your body has a silent clock, your circadian rhythm, that controls mood, metabolism, immunity, and brain repair. After 80, it's especially sensitive. A major disruptor? Too little daytime light and too much artificial light at night. You might not notice at first, Maybe you nap more in the afternoon or stay indoors, especially in winter. Perhaps you keep bright lights or screens on late while watching TV. These habits seem minor, but confuse your body's sense of when to be alert or rest. Morning sunlight cues your brain to wake and energize. Evening darkness triggers melatonin for deep sleep. Without enough daytime light or with too much evening brightness, these signals scramble. This leads to trouble falling or staying asleep, waking up groggy, or feeling low energy. Memory might feel fuzzier too. Over time, disrupted sleep weakens immunity, destabilizes mood, and raises cognitive decline risks. Sunlight also supports vitamin D production, vital for bones and muscles. But after 80, your skin makes less, making outdoor time critical. Helen, 84, felt tired and foggy despite normal health checks. Her doctor suggested 20 minutes of morning light by an open window and no screens an hour before bed. Within weeks, her sleep, memory, and mood improved. It wasn't a pill, it was light. If you're indoors with curtains drawn or using screens late, shift gears. Get outside soon after waking, even for a few minutes on your porch. Dim evening lights to wind down. These rhythms aren't just comforting, they're survival. Aging involves systems falling out of sync. Restoring light and sleep patterns realigns them, telling your body at 85, we're still active, still here. Number 4. Emotional suppression from loss and isolation by your 80s. You've likely faced profound losses. A spouse, sibling, friend, or even a child. While others offer sympathy, what's rarely addressed is how these losses pile up. Not just emotionally, but physically. After 80, it's not just grief, it's suppressing it. Bottling pain because you feel you should be over it, or lack someone who understands. Your body doesn't forget unprocessed emotions. Unexpressed grief lingers, turning physical, disrupting immunity, digestion, and sleep, altering hormones, and keeping your nervous system tense. It's subtle. You might seem calm, even say you're fine, but heavier shoulders, shallower breathing, or a dim spark suggest grief's weight. Even years later, George, 86, lost his wife of 60 years. He didn't cry much, saying he was okay. But within a year, he'd lost weight, stopped socializing, and struggled with sleep, not from illness, but unvoiced sorrow. Emotional pain doesn't need drama to harm, and its effects often hide until health suffers. Thriving past 80 requires emotional release, safe ways to express sadness or loneliness, like saying, I miss them, or I feel alone, without judgment. This lets your heart breathe, aiding physical healing. Long livers often have outlets, a friend, journal, faith, or therapist to process decades of stories. What's expressed transforms. What's buried festers. If you're holding pain because you don't know where to release it, make space. This isn't just emotional, it's about your life. The heart can only carry so much before withdrawing. To live past 80, truly alive, let it feel. Comment number 4 if this hits home. And if you haven't subscribed, do it now with the bell on to catch our next video. Your support fuels us. Let's hit the last one. Number 5. Gradual loss of daily purpose. One of the most invisible reasons people falter past 80 is losing daily purpose, not grand life goals, but simple reasons to get up, like watering plants, feeding a stray cat, or writing a note to a grandchild. When these routines fade, days lose shape, and something inside dims. Your body follows your mind. When your mind sees no reason to push forward, your body slows, appetite fades, movement decreases, and health systems quiet, not because they're broken, but because they're waiting for a signal. This loss is gradual. A canceled book club, fewer family visits, or a volunteer role ended by aching joints. You call it aging, but feel days blurring, each emptier. Ruth, 88, was vibrantly alive. Not rich or perfectly healthy, she had purpose. Weekly letters to homebound friends, meals for a charity, and waving to school kids daily. These small acts gave her days meaning and continuity. Your body stays vital when it feels needed. Purpose, even tiny, fuels cells to repair and brains to learn. Without it, when you feel irrelevant, your spark fades. Those thriving past 80 have daily anchors, a hobby, pet, ritual, or call. Consistency matters more than scale. If your days feel shapeless, don't ignore it. Your body craves rhythm and purpose. Longevity isn't just a beating heart. It's one that wants to beat, driven to stay connected and matter. Final thoughts: fading after 80 isn't usually one moment, a diagnosis or fall. It's the slow erosion of habits, rhythms, and reasons to engage. These shifts are subtle, but so is their reversal. One walk, one chat, one small act today, not out of duty, but for structure or joy, can turn things around. Which of these 5 reasons surprised you? Which felt familiar? Most importantly, which will you act on, even slightly, today? You have power not to stop aging, but to shape it. Stay attuned to these shifts, guard your rhythms, and let yourself feel. You won't just reach 80, you'll live beyond it, fully, on your terms. Thanks for watching. Comment one thing you learned and how you'll use it. Your thoughts inspire us. Like, subscribe, and share if this helped. Your support keeps us going. See you next time.